Hey church, what a fun Easter Sunday. Thank you for all the ways that you served and gathered this weekend. I want to say thanks to a few people. Anytime we come off a weekend like this, there's obviously a lot of hands that went to work to make it happen, and there's a few people I want to thank specifically. First of all, musicians. Olivia and Micah, thank you for a wonderful Good Friday service. And thanks for putting in time to learn some new songs and to bring them to us in a beautiful and artistic way. Mike Kresnick, thanks for overseeing the baptism on Saturday night and walking all of those folks on the journey toward baptism. Obviously, when we baptize people, there's a lot of backstory there, or just hearing their story and helping them understand what baptism is. And Mike Kresnick is a person on our team who takes care of all that and sort of walks with all those people through that process. Thanks to the moms and dads who have discipled your kids, and the Quorum Deo Kids volunteers who have served people, and the gospel community members who have come around people and helped them embrace the gospel. There's obviously a ton of joy when we see people baptized, and just the journey that each of those souls has been on and all the people that have been a part of that. And then Sunday morning, as I think about all the rest of our musical crew, I'm going to try to name everyone and not forget anyone. So Kyle, Becca, Jared, Zach, Luke, Alan, I'm probably forgetting some people. Hang on, Jody. Every time I do this, I'm like, I'm going to forget to name one person, and I'm going to leave them out. Tim playing harmonica. All of the musicians who, gave a really full Sunday morning to lead us in worship, but more than that, who make up the sort of musical creativity behind Quorum Deo Church. So everybody that you saw leading on Sunday, obviously, is one of the people who leads normally in our church, and we had 10 of them on the stage on Sunday, all serving together and leading together. Really grateful for all of you and all of the leadership that you put in to make Easter Sunday great. And then there's always behind the scenes work, people like Nathan Humacek and Sean Bettis. We had a baptism in the sanctuary on Saturday night, and then there was no baptism tank in there on Sunday. That's because Nathan and his crew set all that up and tear all that down. And so thanks for all the hard work that goes into a Sunday like that. And I'm really thankful, church family, that just across those three services, we were pretty evenly spread. There was room for everybody that wanted to be there on Easter Sunday. That's a big win for our church family. And I hope that if you brought a neighbor, a friend, a work associate, a family member, that you'll follow up with them and encourage them to come back. And next Sunday, we're going to conclude our series in the Gospel of John in John 21. And then I want to tell you what's coming after that. It's kind of a fun little series in May. We're going to do the Gospel of John B-sides. It's like the album that didn't get released, but it's like a secret cut that gets released later. We're just going to sort of go back through and tap into 5 themes in the Gospel of John as a way of sort of tying a bow on that series. So it's kind of like a continuation of the Gospel of John series, but just a thematic look at 5 things in the Gospel of John that John really wants to draw our attention to. The only other thing I want to put on your radar in this weekly update is a week from Monday, April 25th, our next gospel community training takes place. It's on a Monday night, 1 hour, open to everybody who's part of a gospel community. I really want you to come and be there, and here's why. Because we're going to talk about how to invite people into your gospel community, how to get non-Christians into your gospel community. And that's a big part of what we want our gospel communities to be. We want to see people who are not currently Christians, but interested in and intrigued by the gospel, come into community and be around people who love Christ and be able to ask questions and express doubts and offer their pushback. And that's a big part of what a gospel community needs to be. But it takes some intentionality to create an environment where that happens. And so that's what we're going to talk about a week from Monday. I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching this weekly update. I'll see you next week.